Hey, what's going on, YouTube family? I just wanted to do a quick pop in and just chat with you guys. How are you doing? Let me know. Today is Wednesday and I am doing fairly well, but today I'm just like feeling a little demotivated. Just I tend to sometimes overthink things and just like Lord, thinking about the future and feeling anxious, but my husband was reminding me that it's hard to feel anxious about the future and also be filled with thankfulness and gratitude at the same time. So funny thing is, originally, I wanted to start this video with thankfulness and talking about Thanksgiving and just celebrating our engagement anniversary. And then I started to feel so like, well, how are they going to take it? And then starting to overthink like, well, what if the video doesn't do good? And, what if no one supports me? And like thinking about the lack of support, all of this thing. So we know the cycle. A lot of us are familiar with that. We get excited about something and then boom, here comes our thoughts just attacking us, our thoughts just affecting our mood. And I could have easily just said, you know what, like I don't even want to film this anymore. There's no point, but just really pushing myself to not only show up, but to show up authentically. Yeah, because it's not always easy, just like being consistent. And I know that the journey that I'm on is not a common journey. And the life that you're living is unique to you. So it's not always easy, but yeah, it's worth it. So I'm pushing myself. Whew. So that felt good to just get that off of my chest. But let's just get into the meat and potatoes of this video. And the reason why, I wanted to film this is because our engagement, Zach and I's engagement anniversary just passed. So we celebrated 1 year of, I guess, when the proposal happened. And of course, that was on Thanksgiving. And, I was so grateful that when Zach proposed in 2020, that, my family was able to be there. And this was the first Thanksgiving where my auntie wasn't there because she passed away this year. But just like, even still having our cousins and stuff like that come to my mom's place and just still being able to be together, eat and all of that good stuff. It was good, but I know that, she's just dearly missed from this side of the world. And yeah, when you're dealing with grief, like you have your ebbs and flows. So one day you can be up, the next moment you can be down. And I've been just noticing that pattern in just grief and people that I know who are grieving and all of that. Even with us celebrating our engagement anniversary, like on Thanksgiving Day, I didn't say anything because I wasn't thinking about it. And then I think I went on Instagram and I think I saw a post or something like that. And I was like, Zach, oh my gosh, like, guess what's like today? And he knew, I guess he was waiting for me to say something. But man, like, it's been 1 year of us being engaged, but we're already married. My mom made a joke. She was like, it's almost a year that you guys are engaged. When's the wedding? So her basically saying like we are already married like within the year. And Zach and I did not have a long engagement. We were probably engaged for like 6 months, and because we're going on almost 6 months of marriage. And honestly, like, it's up to you and your fiance how long you guys want the engagement to be. You definitely want to be prayerful about it, but ultimately, like, it's a decision that you guys have to make whether or not you want a long engagement. I personally wouldn't advocate for a long engagement, but that's my personal opinion. And so it just depends on what you guys are comfortable with, what God is leading you guys to do, all the, your life circumstances, all of that. In Zach and I's proposal reaction video, I kind of talked about, whether or not I knew that Zach was planning this. I did not know. Leading up to Thanksgiving last year, something kind of like the thought came to ask him, like, are you like, he was adamant about inviting family over, and like the thought came to ask him if he's planning something, but like something just told me not to. Like I didn't ask him, and I never asked him, and so I did not expect him to propose on Thanksgiving. Like, we were going throughout the day, you know, getting the food prepared, and I was vlogging it and all of that, but I just thought it was just going to be like a regular like family Thanksgiving dinner. But he ended up popping the question. And so I'm excited about celebrating our 1-year marriage anniversary. Married life is the best. That's what we always say to each other. Married life is the best. But honestly, just like just being able to just like talk about, okay, 1 year of marriage, how has it been? Like, what have we learned? All of that. I still feel like we're kind of like still in the newlywed phase, so I don't feel like we're qualified to talk about marriage and what you know, the lessons and advice about how to make a marriage work. Nah, we're just like enjoying it, and when the time comes for that, it'll come. But yeah, I'm just like trying to be intentional about, number one, like sharing this journey with you guys authentically, and number two, also just being grateful for the journey. And like, you know, even with the fact that, you know, my aunt wasn't there, and you know, my aunt wasn't there, my mom was working, but last year everyone was there, and my aunt was able to witness our engagement but also our marriage, and she was also at our wedding. And I'm just like taking into consideration the things that I could be grateful for, despite, you know, some things just not always working out in our favor. So I guess that's the point of this video, just talking about, like, even though you may not always feel happy or feel like being thankful, there are things to be thankful for, and it's up to you to really be intentional about shifting your perspective and kind of like being open with the people around you, and not self-retreating or isolating to the degree that now you're feeding into, you know, just the overthinking and planning out scenarios that are never gonna happen, and just like feeding into isolation. But truly just being authentic and genuine and open, and telling yourself, like, okay, you know what, like, what has God done, and what are some things that I can be thankful for and grateful for. And yeah, I'm just going to choose to focus on those things. So yeah, our engagement anniversary was just us spending time with family. I was able to cook the mac and cheese. I'm just gonna do a little plug in right now. My friend Sandy, she's an amazing cook. She has a ebook out with amazing Haitian recipes. So I'm gonna put a link in my description box for Sandy's Taste of Heaven recipe book. I used her recipe to make the mac and cheese, and also did a mix of my auntie's mac and cheese recipe, because before she passed, my aunt taught me how to make the mac and cheese, and I was like, during the holidays and stuff like that, I would be in the kitchen with her, helping her, and like she would show me how to cook. So I did a mix of those, and the mac and cheese was bomb. Like, I got amazing reviews. It was bomb. It was good. It was really good. So anyways, I just wanted to pop in, talk to you guys about that. And we're in December now, and I know December is a time where a lot of us are not only focused on Christmas and Christmas gifts, but also focused on New Year resolutions, New Year goals, and looking forward to what's ahead. But in this month of December, like, I definitely feel like this is a time for us to be spiritually preparing ourselves, fasting, and like being a part of spiritually what God is doing. Okay, so not only thinking about it from like a fleshly perspective or worldly perspective, but truly like spiritually speaking, what is God doing in my life and in this season. So if you're watching this video, I definitely want to encourage you to consider praying and fasting the month of December for just God to cleanse you from the inside out, and also to seek the will of the Lord for this month and in the year of 2022. Okay, so I just wanted to end on that note, and maybe I'll, you know, be able to speak about that more in another video, but that will be next time. So I love you guys, and I'm about to go eat lunch and be with my boo. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so that you don't miss another video. Love you. Bye.